Hey, Tim David here in the Tim David virtual studio. I didn't even put my fake background in before. I thought I was in the Tim David virtual studio. Now I am in the Tim David virtual studio. Cool. There we are. All right. It looks even worse. But anyway, long story short, how to become a professional thought leader. Now, I want to define a couple of terms. I want to define professional and I want to define thought leader. And let's start with professional. I think a lot of people think that it has to do with getting paid. And, I kind of define that as well. If you are paid to do something, does that make you a professional? Well, I've been paid to play music, but I don't think I'm a professional musician. Maybe it's you earn all of your income solely from being a professional. And, I say often that I'm a professional speaker. And the truth is, I don't earn all my income from speaking. I also write books. I also do online courses. I also have things where I train speakers on how to get gigs, like, I don't know, the 0 to 10K professional speaker acceleration course and toolkit. Link in the description. But I think the other piece of the puzzle here is so that's kind of how I define it, right? Earning all of your income from a particular source. So the other piece of the puzzle is, again, defining the category, right? Speaker versus thought leader. Now, I wrote about this in my book, Get Speaking Gigs, about the difference between a trainer or a motivational speaker or an entertaining keynote or a thought leader. And I really believe that the place you want to be is in that thought leadership category. Actually, honestly, the place you want to be is A-list celebrity. That's the place you want to be in terms of getting great bookings and them just coming to you and falling out of the sky. Okay, good. That's nice if you can get it. It's a good gig if you can get it. There's a lot of different types of famous, right? There's A-list celebrity household name famous. There is tagline famous, where you don't know the person's name, but you know exactly what they did. I don't know, Susie Smith, the voice of Alexa. I know that person. Then there is industry famous, where you might be well known in an industry. For example, marketing speakers like Jay Baer or Drew Davis, Seth Godin. They're sort of industry famous, and that works pretty well. You can also be famous like within an organization, right? Like you can be known in your organization for being the person who does X, Y, or Z. And we have one of our clients who is well known in an organization, and she books a ton of speaking gigs around the world because that organization knows her as this particular type of expert. And anyway, long story short, barring being a celebrity, right? The next best tier is thought leader. Now, a lot of people don't behave like thought leaders, but they want to get paid like thought leaders. They behave like a trainer. They say things like, these are the 5 steps to dealing with difficult people. Well, you're not a thought leader, right? You're a trainer. You're taking stuff that isn't maybe even new or exciting, like how to communicate. I'm a communication expert. I teach people how to communicate. That is not keynote worthy. That is not thought leadership worthy. Yes, you can go and write books. You can become an author and, those types of things. But to really enter into that category of thought leader, I believe you've got to change people's thinking, not just change people's skills, but change how they think. And, that is a great category to be in. That's how you can take a 45-minute keynote, perform your idea for an audience, and lead their thinking, right? Ultimately, that's what we're doing. They walk in thinking one way, and they leave your keynote session thinking an entirely different way. And the difference in how people think about a problem, a challenge, a situation, what have you, can lead to differences in how they behave, right? There's that famous Gandhi quote, your thoughts become your beliefs, or your beliefs become your thoughts, become your actions, become your habits, become your destiny, whatever it is. Thoughts, how you think, turn into actions and how you act. So this is not only a way that we can get paid more, be seen more as an authority or thought leader, but it's also a way that we can impact people more. We can create greater levels of change and ongoing change. This is how, you hear stories of people saying, I went and I saw the speaker 6 years ago and I still think about it. It changed the course of my life, whatever, right? So I think that is where we want to be in terms of being a thought leader. Now, How do you become that? Well, you start by, you start positioning yourself as a thought leader. You start thinking of yourself as a thought leader. You start crafting your message in such a way where it has a core belief, a big idea, and not just a bunch of bullet points or action steps or to-do lists or anything like that. It's not about educating your audience. It's about changing their thinking. So if you can craft, hone, dial in that message, and then start sharing that message from your heart, any way, shape, or form that you can. Maybe you don't have an audience. Maybe you sit down and you speak to your audience of social media fans, friends, and followers. You put out consistent content. You can start gaining a reputation that way as being someone who knows a little something and has a little something to say about that. Now, how do you come up with stuff to say all the time? Like, how do you come up with this stuff? How can you be consistent with your content? I think that might be another topic for another day. But I want you to think in terms of maybe just maybe, if I have this big idea and everything fits under that umbrella, maybe just maybe I might find new and unique ways to say the same thing. Maybe I'll find a different angle or a different situation to apply the same idea shift. And, maybe just maybe you can start to become a little more consistent with that. All right, today on my March to 500K in 5 months. And if you are not part of our, wrong button. If you are not part of our Patreon, please join. Link is in the description. That is how you can see the behind the scenes of exactly how I book speaking gigs. Today's to-do list. Well, still prepping for Zoom, right? I'm speaking for Zoom on Wednesday via Zoom. So putting the finishing touches on that presentation, it's going to be a blast. Do join, right? Do join. The URL is bit.ly/TimDavidZoom. You can register for free, see how I work my magic via a digital presentation. Very rarely do I get to invite my Get Speaking Gigs clients, friends, and followers to a real speaking gig. So come and see for yourself what I'll be doing, what I do for my clients in order to be a thought leader. And you'll see exactly how I introduce ideas and how I do incorporate actionable takeaways, but it's all under this umbrella of thinking differently. All right, so that's what I have on the docket today. Oh, and root canal. I forgot about that. I have to get the rest of my root canal done. The day before a speaking gig, I'm getting Novocaine and root canal and swollen. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Fingers crossed that it goes as smoothly as it did last time. And my haircut canceled, so I gotta get that dealt with and find a place to tame this mess. And so that'll be it. You'll see me bright-eyed and bushy-tailed noon Eastern time tomorrow. And hopefully I will have enough sleep in me and I will take care of the vessel that will deliver this message. But I do have, I do really want to do a great job for Zoom and for you, right? If for those of you who do and are able to attend this session. So that is my plan for the day, to maximize the opportunity that I have in front of me. Hey, listen, everybody has opportunity in front of them. I talked about this earlier in the year. Don't view opportunities as opportunities, view them as obligations. Obligations for you to maximize that opportunity for the sake of someone who doesn't have the same opportunities. And if you woke up this morning, if you're watching this on your own device, chances are you got a lot more opportunities than 98% of the world. And, focusing on those and maximizing those, view it as an obligation. And my opportunity is 1,000 or so of Zoom's clients here to learn from me. And it's almost like a little showcase. It's an opportunity to reach with my message far and wide and partner with an organization that's at the forefront of hybrid work environments, of enabling people to maintain human connections despite distance. And so I'm very, very excited for that. And it's going to knock it out of the park. This is really, really shaping up to be something. I'm having a lot of fun with this particular event. So all the pieces are coming together. All right, that is it, I believe, from me. And we will speak soon.